All right, y'all, we're going to take a look here, diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. BLCS, also called Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. Now, this means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, which means when they do that, the fewer than 6 out of 100 women, our ad has actually entered their brain. And the final thing we're actually looking for is that means fewer than 6 out of 100 women have a non-zero chance of buying from us. So unique CTRL is basically how many women did we get to have a non-zero out of 100 have a non-zero chance of buying from us. That's literally what it is. Because everyone else that doesn't click it anywhere on the ad, they just scroll right on by. Our ad did not enter their brain. They ain't never buying. So this is the, you know, what's the purchase probability, or kind of first leading indicator um, of what we're hoping to achieve. So we gotta get this number up as high as possible. 6% is the absolute minimum floor. Anything under 6%, massive, massive, massive problem. And that's because a unique CTR under 6% is not normal. It is a symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. So unique CTR extremely under 6%, extremely common. It's the most common thing I see with Boudoir Facebook advertisers. But it's not normal. It means there's a massive disconnect, massive problem in the ad. And the deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes, the 3 PCM. More on those, at the end of this video. Now, a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, BLCA. So, you can see we're setting up our universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, Boudoir Pico. Treatment takes about a week. We discovered this, we created this, cannot get this anywhere else. The way the treatment works is we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ad, and we leave the original. And we actually apply the treatment on the duplicated one. We run the treatment for about a week. And when we're doing that, we after about a week, we basically we just keep whichever one running as the highest metrics, and it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated ad that ends up with the highest metrics for unique CTR all. And once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, and instead we achieve pre-click alignment. Now, pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. It's basically meaning, we finally got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our universe. Got a BLCA with BLCS, caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Solution is Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. And we achieve PCA pre-click alignment, and we become dominant Boudoir advertisers with Boudoir brain entry boost. So we got our this is my residency. First part of my residency is finding a Boudoir Facebook ad out there, bringing it back to the hospital, testing it out. First one we found, unique CTR all 4.30%. So unique CTR all under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So we got the treatment, treated with Boudoir Pico. Takes about a week. And guess what? We got the unique CTR all up to 6.88%. So we found out we discovered the original Boudoir Facebook ad was actually wasting 37% of its ad spend of what it could have been achieving. So that means if they were to spend 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only have to spend $6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. So that delta, that difference, $3,700 a month, they can just pocket that kind of as like a phantom bonus. They no longer have to spend that on ads anymore, kind of like a Boudoir Pico bonus. And as a result, they're, as long as they keep advertising, they're kind of getting this phantom bonus in the background, $3,700 a month every single month. And at the end of the year, that's like a 40K phantom bonus that stayed in their pocket that they didn't have to spend out of pocket as a result of the Boudoir Pico treatment. All right, second part of my residency, found another Boudoir Facebook ad out there in the marketplace, brought it to the hospital, tested it out, found its unique CTRL was 1.39%. So we discovered that BLCS was present. Unique CTRL under 6% um, is BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, but we got the treatment for it. BLCS treatment with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And as a result, we got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was actually wasting 84% of ad spend, literally 84% of ad spend being wasted. And so that means if they're paying 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only have to pay, now they don't have to spend 1.6 grand a month with the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get their ad into the same number of women's brains. Awesome. So wasting, that $8,400 a month difference that they no longer have to spend, they keep it as profit or keep it in their pockets every single month. Basically a phantom profit, Boudoir Pico profit, whatever. At the end of 12 months, it's like basically 100K extra in the bank. No extra work, no extra effort, no extra servicing more clients, none of that. Finally, my hospital now had a patient come in, unique CTRL 5.03%, discovered that BLCS was present. Unique CTRL under 6%, BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So now we got the solution. We can treat it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. And we got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So found out it was, the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. So if he was spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now he only needs to spend $3,300 a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad, and he'll get his ad into the same number of women's brains. And that $6,700 a month delta, that difference, he actually keeps as a just in his pocket. Again, as another phantom profit, Boudoir Pico profit, whatever. And after 12 months of this, it's like kind of an 80K extra bonus in his pocket that he no longer has to pay for, or that he keeps just without any extra work. So the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting approximately 50% of ad spend. I mean, look at these numbers, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. And so wasting approximately 50% of it. I mean, the average there is between 50 to 60%, something like that. So spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then we're actually, then we're actually, eliminating approximately 5K every single month back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket. They keep that, they no longer have to spend it. And it's approximately 60K in the next year. So now we're coming here. Gonna see if this one has BLCS or if we believe it does. So we got the below creative cluster mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we believe we should follow what Facebook tells us to fill out. The consequence of this, though, is it causes way, way, way more women to scroll by our ad and not actually click, so our ad never gets into their brain. But Facebook likes that because it can serve more ads per unit time. But for us, we're wasting more money per unit time. We're getting less money per unit time. So that's why that's a mistake. Creative. All right, the creative looks like an ad, so it looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe our ad should look like ads because that's how newspaper ads have looked, magazine ads have looked, TV commercials have looked, and any other ad on Facebook, or basically any other one, or any other Boudoir Facebook ad on Facebook. They all look like ads. But again, BLCS is the most common thing I'm seeing. It's because everyone's making these same mistakes. So, consequence of this, yeah, way more women are going to be scrolling on by, and our ads not entering their brain because people don't want to be sold to. Finally, got the See More headline up here. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook mobile news feed. Tattooed beauties in the Vancouver. Do you have tattoos that tell your story? All right, that is nice and specific, but we're literally wasting more than about half our space here because it's blank. So we got the lack of context mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that, we believe putting spaces, not being hyper specific. We are a little specific here, but not being hyper specific into who we're speaking to is the number one way to bring in clients. And that is 100% incorrect for Facebook social media advertising. And the consequence of this, way more women that could be the perfect fit for our ad are scrolling right on by. Our ad is never entering their brain. Those women could have bought from us though. So looking at this, do we believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome? Yes, I do. So I believe its unique CTRL is under 6%. So about, approximately half its money is being wasted every single month. So if you're a BLCA, a Boudoir low click advertiser, you got your Boudoir Facebook ads have unique CTRL under 6%, and you have decided, hey, you decide you need to pull profit out of the business somewhere. Got to be more efficient, optimize more. You're spending so much money on these Boudoir Facebook ads. You want to get more bang for your buck. It's more inflation happening, every year in real life. More Boudoir photographers entering the market, and you're looking for ways to stay competitive. And you decide you gotta get this fixed. You need to become a dominant Boudoir advertiser. Then shoot me a DM when my DMs open. When I open for new patient intake. My DMs are closed right now, but my DMs will be open again eventually. And on average, if you're spending more than 10 grand a month, on average, we can save you we can eliminate approximately 5 grand a month in wasted Boudoir Facebook ad spend. And, that'd be approximately 60 grand a year in the next 12 months of savings back in your pocket for simply, 1 week treatment, approximately 1 week treatment of Boudoir Pico.